Answer me then, Edible. Do you have some dream that propels you as I have? I do!
And that dream is to recap Legends Arceus. Now, obviously, I'm not trying to figure out whether Legends Arceus is good. I think even people who hate Pokemon can at least respect the mad swing they made from Ash Ketchum to Ash Beat Your Ass. That's not clever or funny. But I wanted to see for myself how good the game is after taking off my Pokemon-tinted glasses and staring it dead in the face as a hardened, wizened 17-year-old who didn't play the Mega Dimension DLC.
You need to leave!
Oh man. This guy's fucked.
Pokemon games shouldn't be open world. Except this one. Yeah, I'm sorry, this part is literally labeled bitching in my notes, so give me a sec. I love Legends Arceus to death, but I hate what it's given rise to. I also like Scarlet and Violet, but the world is so empty and there's only like 5 interesting areas. Also, hot take I know, but if you're going to make an open world, make it non-linear progression. I should not be fighting the level 20 Dark Team Star Leader at level 50 for the same reason that a child shouldn't have an SS Abrams tank. It's a pain in the ass to backtrack and bury all the bodies. Wait, what? Legends Arceus, on the other hand, does this pretty well, I think. Not burying bodies and not making the terrain interesting, but the different areas make nice linear progression, and there's some cool things to see, like this Alpha Garchomp and this Alpha Rapidash, which haunted my nightmares as a child, but well, we'll get to that part. The ride Pokemon were also a bit iffier than I remember. Trying to throw Pokeballs with Basculegion is a pain in the arse. Ursaluna's little minigame was so weird, and there were several times where I gently slide down a cliff with Weird Deer, and then hit the ground with the force of a meteor strike or something, and die. I mean, it's still an improvement from running everywhere in ZA, but sheesh. Did I seriously just write sheesh into a script? Oh my fucking god.
Holy shit, I remembered it being massive. Oh, it's a lot smaller than I thought it to be. But like, okay. Yep, still very intimidating.
On the other hand, me being older and generally better at video games made me realise the bosses are actually pretty chill, with Kleavor basically taking itself out, and while the alphas are still cool, they lose a lot of their menace when you realise you can literally just run away from them on foot, because none of them really move very fast, and you can shoot out of their range with Weird Ear before they can even start attacking. Same with wild Pokemon, I guess. Alright, bitching over, let's talk about the battles. Never mind, more bitching. I'm kidding. Only a little bit of bitching, as a treat.
Bro, I don't know what's happening. Bolo keeps switching. His Spiritomb was half dead and burned, but he switched it out for Garchomp, and then his Garchomp is like mostly dead, but he switched it out for a Spiritomb again. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I don't care.
The battle system is confusing as balls in this game, but ultimately it's pretty fun to blast shit away with agile style and strong style moves, especially when your team is a lower level than the Pokemon around them. It really helps close the gap difficulty-wise. The bosses were also surprisingly fun. Their moveset was a bit lacking, but ultimately Junior Dark Souls is still Dark Souls, so they were fun. As for the story itself, I think this was another positive, keeping the flow of gameplay going while keeping the mysteries and stuff still going.
How pretty and green it is! Whee! Okay, so when Weird Ear sprints, it leaves behind a normal trail of like dust and snow and that. If you switch to Ursaluna, it's like, hang on, where is it? No, why is it not doing it now? There we go. Yeah, see, it's green. What? And then you switch to Sneasler, and he's normal again. Braviary doesn't really have anything to like spew out, I guess. And then there's obviously Basculegion. So what the fuck?
It also really felt like my team was becoming more and more complete as the story went on, which I admit was more of a main thing, since I wanted mons from so many different areas. I admit, me getting a Sylveon right before the second area probably messed up the difficulty scaling a bit, even if it only ever learned Fairy Wind. But it was cool how each team member got to shine, from my starter Nat Fishy, it was funnier in my head, to Brent the Sylveon, to my Hisuian Gudra Jiggle Physics and Electrode Fizz. Even my Braviary, who didn't have a name until the end game, because I just forgot. Even that guy got to do something. Oh, but who could forget the star of the show, Alpha Rapidash. See, this is why I still love alphas. Even though they're infinitely less intimidating, I will never forget the impression this goddamn Rapidash left. It did such a good job of introducing alphas and, quite frankly, scaring children, and it was such a blast to use this thing on my team. And all of the team members got their chance to shine in my ultimate objective, Volo.
Bro, I'm so cooked. What the fuck is going on?
You see, when I was a kid, it took me actual weeks to defeat Volo. Even a whole team of legendaries couldn't do it. It turns out this was due to user error. Translation, I didn't want to use grit items because I didn't want to feel like I was building a competitive team. Translation, I was a bloody idiot. But now I'm just your average idiot, so I wanted to see how many attempts it took. Attempt 1 didn't go great. I ended up going Pokemon for Pokemon, which, pro tip, is not great when your opponent has 8 Pokemon, especially when 2 of those Pokemon are Giratina. But I had a plan. You see, I was going to use the move tutor to teach Brent an actually good fairy-type move. And, well,
So, turns out, when you teach your Pokemon new moves, it helps to actually teach it to them. Word to the wise.
got him on the 3rd try, though.
Well, my silly little horse has now killed half of, well, 2.5 of his team. So, fuck it. Oh, I didn't even get to finish him off. Well, ultimately, my silly horse did more than enough. I got past his first 6. I still have Brent and I still have Fishy. I technically still also have Jiggle Physics, but he's gonna die in like 2 seconds because he's got like 4 HP. Alright. Final Giratina fight. Let's see what Brent can do with an actually half-decent move. For this entire stupid thing, it's been fairy wind, fairy wind, fairy wind. But now we have Dazzling Gleam. Which is still pretty mid, but it's better than shit. And that's the Volo fight.
Look, obviously Legends Arceus isn't perfect. It's a Pokemon game, and I'm a Pokemon fan. I know what to expect. But this replay was genuinely really fun, and it was nice to finish a playthrough of an old game for a change. Plus, there's a level of fun and whimsy in not just Pokemon games, but the creature collecting genre in general has that you can't really find anywhere else. I said that wrong, and I'm sorry, but it still makes sense, so whatever. And I think that's really cool. If you want me to do this type of video for another game, Pokemon or otherwise, let me know. If you want me to do this with a show or movie or something, let me know. I'm an uncultured swine who grew up on CBBS, so the stuff I have nostalgia for is very weird, but I'm happy to yap about it. Bye.